Hey, what's up, y'all? It's poppin'. It's D. Boss Rex. This video about Geek About It. It's titled Why Drake is Secretly Obsessed with Kendrick Lamar. Okay, we're gonna see how he's supposedly obsessed with him. I just recently heard that Kendrick leak where he's like talking shit about Big Sean mainly, Rich Montana. He does mention Drake. I don't think he dissed Drake though. The only line I heard directly is he said something about how Big Sean let the Drake versus Meek beef get to his head or something like that. I don't know why he was going so hard on Big Sean like that. But I'm like, was that even real or was that AI? You never know what to believe these days. I don't know. Anyway, let's hear what he got to say about the situation. Let's watch.
Drake is easily the most successful rapper to ever touch a microphone. But yet somehow he still feels underappreciated.
You know, the real core of this rap thing, you know, it's an unforgiving space. They're an unforgiving group. Nothing's ever really good enough, you know? Not for me anyway, you know, because I am the unconventional one.
Drake, maybe in a lot of ways, still wants to have that artistic love. You know, you have discussions on, you know, does he have a classic?
He doesn't get embraced at award shows like some of his counterparts. And whether we want to admit it or not, the ghostwriting scandal has caused irreparable damage to his reputation as a lyricist.
If I ever need a ghostwriter, I need to just fucking put the mic down.
Since the reference tracks, and since you ain't writing, you're not top 5, you know it, everybody's saying it.
Whereas Kendrick, on the other hand, gets all the embrace from the hip-hop purists.
Kendrick's the best rapper who's ever lived. Kendrick literally shifts culture when he comes out. Not even just on some rap shit, on some music shit.
His album's always well-received and critically acclaimed.
Most Grammy nominations for a rapper in a year. You've made history already.
Drake knows.
But Drake, you're not even nearly as deep as Kendrick. So you're not going to get that same respect and appreciation, unfortunately. You're not rapping about the shit that Kendrick is rapping about. Your music doesn't have nearly as much substance. So I hope he's not expecting the same appreciation that Kendrick gets.
Submit his music to the Grammys no more. You know who really got the most Grammys, it seems? The Grammys is like Kendrick award show.
Plus, he's selling out the same arenas that Drake headlines. If you think about it, the only thing Drake has over Kendrick are the streams and album sales. However, most people don't seem to remember how Drake got the shock of his life when he got outsold by Kendrick Lamar. By the way, if you want to purchase the beats that you hear on this video and on this channel, just send me an email at geekboutit@gmail.com. Back to the video.
More Life sold second to Damn.
Now, and that, as a result, now has Drake looking over his shoulder over and over again. Like, yo, am I about to not be the hottest guy anymore?
For the first time in your entire career, the number one hip-hop spot does not belong to you.
Until this moment, Drake had been Lil Boy and Kendrick in his sneak disses.
So you don't think when Drake went on Cedar Block and said, if I stayed conscious, I would have all your fans, he wasn't talking about Kendrick Lamar? I'm not saying he was in Compton.
And during an interview on ESPN that never aired, Drake got angry and said Kendrick only makes music for Compton and that he rather makes music for the world.
We already know that there's something in the air that's going on between these two rappers. And he started talking noise. I was like, we got beef. Like, it's going down. Like, this is official. But then that one person's team made sure that didn't get out. All the time.
So when More Life ended up...
but then that one...
Drake said he makes music for a worldwide audience and that kid that makes music for people in Compton. That's so dumb, and I don't believe that. And the kid I was with, the shit's great. We down to get cracking over there.
One person's team made sure that didn't get out. All the time.
So when More Life ended up coming second to Damn, he was hella salty, but he had to try his best to not show it publicly. So instead, he comments on a post and congratulates the whole of hip-hop music. Nothing about Kendrick specifically.
Kendrick, of course, sold over 600K first week. He's still going strong, moving
And Drake is commenting about it. Why? Why?
So Drake says, amazing to see our music moving.
From that point on, Kendrick just wasn't the supporting act on his tour anymore. And I sincerely believe this was partly the reason why in the next year, Scorpion had so many hits on it.
So he says it's good for the culture, however, I know he's fucking steaming.
Drake is the most tapped-in superstar. He sees, reads, and hears everything. So you can definitely be sure that one thing he would love to do is obliterate Kendrick in a rap battle. The guy who people unanimously hail as the rap messiah.
You know, the other two guys that I'm constantly, you know, up against, which is like Cole and Kendrick. I'm excited that the decade's about to turn and we're gonna see who can, you know, who can go that extra stretch.
I think Drake is on a mission to dethrone all of the people that maybe at one point he was afraid of.
Even with this humble attitude,
yes,
Kendrick Lamar is also thirsty for blood. Drake's blood, to be specific.
You are the greatest rapper alive.
I got to. I didn't. Come on.
Drake album. It's on my calendar.
That's
so I can react to it on my Patreon.
always have.
He has the ability.
I think Doja comes out that week too.
Believe. He had no idea this was gonna happen.
I'm paying attention.
Like I look at him and I go, nah, you can't do that to me.
Kendrick can play all the square shit he want. He is an animal.
Yes. Yeah, we know that.
A threat to society.
Doja
Do you think he thinks Drake is up there with him?
No!
Okay.
That's
all.
No! Hell no!
I got shit to
They're
do that
both
weekend,
too
though.
competitive to ignore each other. That's why they've been trading bars for years. And I know people are gonna say, you guys are reaching. There's no beef. These guys are cool. Look, Drake follows Kendrick's Finster. But Drake went to Kendrick's show. They're friends now, surely. If they genuinely were cool, do you not think they'd want to put that out to the public so they can dead the talks about the beef? Remember, we are dealing with Drake here, the self-proclaimed petty king. And we are also talking about Kendrick, the man who admitted on his album he's too competitive and egotistical to be playing buddy-buddy with Drake.
When Meek Mill got back with Drake, I was slightly confused. Guess I'm not mature as I think. Guess I'm healing to do.
Those other guys can piece it up and become friends, but he doesn't see himself doing that. And when Honestly Nevermind suddenly dropped on Kendrick's birthday, a screenshot surfaced of Day Free Slip.
Petty ass nigga dropped on that birthday, just released the worst album of the year.
Slamming Drake for dropping a whack album, but then he came out to say that it was fake. What's weird is the same account had posted a behind the scenes picture of the Count Me Out video months before the actual video was released. So was it fake or was the tweet simply damage control? I'll leave that up to you to decide.
This is my first ever show on Sound 42 Sirius XM.
Earlier this year, when Drake finally premiered his Lil Uzi feature on Sound 42, we heard some lyrics which were clearly directed at Kendrick, and without
fake woke niggas, fake deep, no fame before me. Can we have a little sneak peek? Maybe I'll take a back seat. Ooh.
fail, Day Free would tweet this on that same day.
Day Free says all that yapping, right? And that's kind of interesting.
We then heard lines on the Beyonce remix where it clearly sounded like K-Dot going at Jersey.
Kendrick said even the AI has to practice doing me. What's the most viral AI right now? Drake.
I just think this proves that maybe Kendrick isn't that healed.
Wow.
But I think Mr. Morale may not have been what we thought.
Both these guys are masters with words. Plus, they both entirely too smart and too calculated. There's no way they don't know that these bars they keep dropping aren't going to continue the beef conversation. And right now it seems like they're baiting each other. And it's slowly escalating until either one of the parties decides to really take it there.
Yes! Do it for the coach.
Tell me a time in where it hasn't happened, where the two dudes at the top don't talk to each other. They have to. They have to.
Who talking to Cole? What about him? Interesante. Okay, maybe there is beef brewing. All right. I can't wait to hear this new album. I'm going to be looking for some bars where he dissing Kendrick because I wasn't aware of this, hush-hush beef that they have, this quiet beef or supposed beef. It hasn't been exactly confirmed, but apparently there may be some truth to it. So we will see. But yes, I'm just discovering while watching this video that Drake is dropping on the 22nd. I knew he was dropping this month, but I didn't know when. And I now see that Doja is also dropping on the 22nd. So I will have both of those album reactions up on my Patreon. I'm excited to listen to both of them. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.